right, here we go. OneTake Radio, April 17th. We got the whole crew, T.I., producer Reese, B. Ryder, and we even got Magic behind the scenes. Massive weekend in the NBA, kickoff to the playoffs. We got the Celtics in action. Tough loss for the, not the Kings, for the Warriors. T.I., what did you think of that first game? I thought it was an outstanding performance by both teams, but it could go 7 up in Sacramento.
We're starting with Warriors. I don't think it's going to go 7. I think that was the biggest game of the history of Sacramento. It was
biggest game in the history of the Kings. You could feel it in the air.
It was big. It did. It felt like it was the NBA Finals. I didn't know 2 Western Conference teams could play in the NBA Finals. If they fucking treated E40 like shit, they kicked him out.
That's true.
He said it was racially charged. I don't know. I wasn't there. I was in Burbank. It's another story for not on air, which you already know. But anyway, yeah. I mean, that was literally like the NBA Finals, bro. So tonight's a big one. Warriors are still favorite. The line moved. It steamed up a little bit. It's like -2.5 the last time I checked. If they lose tonight, I will pull the panic button out and set it on my desk. Not pressing it while my hand will be hovering over it. The 2 dudes combined for 70 fucking points, bro. Like, you got to be better defensively. I also, too, we were up 8 in the fourth quarter, and the Kings just got fucking really hot. I don't know. It was a weird game. And then, that last couple possessions were weird. No one was scoring. And I love Wiggins, but I don't know why we're having him take that shot. So, look, at the end of the day, fans watch and spectate, and that's all I can do. So all these people trying to chirp me. I can't play. I can't coach. Maybe I can coach the game better than Curve at the end. It's questionable.
Are you getting chirped? Is T.I. back live on Twitter? Is there rumors?
No, I'm getting texts. I'm getting texts, but soon I will be back on Twitter. Yeah. And
whoa, let's go. Whoa. Hit the breaking news button for T.I. Yeah, I thought it was an outstanding game. B. Ryder, I don't know if you watched that. I want to get your thoughts on the Celtics because they're a little bit concerning towards the end there. I thought what really stood out, if those 2 guys, what was it, Miles and the other guy are just shooting out of the gym. That's the only way that I feel like the Kings have a chance to win that series. But De'Aaron Fox is a dude. That dude is balling. B. Ryder, what do you think of the Kings Warriors there, if you had the chance to watch?
I mean, congrats to Sacramento on winning the NBA championship first round. I think it's the first time a team has ever won the NBA championship in the first round in the first game of the playoffs. So
yeah, they did win in the first game of the playoffs. It is their first time. Well, actually, the Grizzlies won it in Game 2 against us last year. So there have been a couple pre-final champions that the Warriors ran into.
So congrats to them. They lit the beam. So
lit the beam, baby. Producer Reese said the energy was palpable even down in Stockton, California. It was like a 10-minute drive. Producer Reese would not. He refused to drive up and get any shots for OneTakeMedia.com. Sad, really. There are discussions that we might be working the social media account for a large brand that we really admire. And Producer Reese says, "Hey, that's a great idea, but I don't want to do anything for it." So shameful, really, for Producer Reese. B. Ryder, I think you might need to get your ass out to Stockton. And get this youngster in line, huh?
I mean,
I like the Sacramento people because they're super chip on their shoulder, and it's always been a little rivalry, but they're feeling themselves. So big up to man. Dude, it's the Kings, man. But it's not
the Kings, bro.
I'm excited.
I mean, but you guys just suck on the road, but you'll blow them out at home. So
I think we're gonna win tonight, dude. How long can you, I don't know how much worse you can be on. Well, I keep saying that, and they keep losing on the road. I don't know, dude. It's really hard for me to get mad at this team just because you don't realize how well. I guess you do if you follow the NBA, how horrible they were during my childhood. It's this is all just kind of gravy at this point. We're still the champs though until we get eliminated.
Yeah.
So I go put my hat on if you guys want. But
one team is trying to change that. Boston Celtics. Once again, T.I. gave us some shit, B. Ryder, for saying we don't want to play the Heat first round. I think that was a smart take. It's just the Heat are just they're like a weird kind of frisky, dangerous kind of team. They take down the Bucks. That was an interesting game. The Bucks look old. B. Ryder, Celtics got to be closing out games a little bit better. That was a concern last year, and they're starting to continue with that trend moving into 2023 run. What do you think?
I mean, they were up 30 at halftime, and would they win by 13?
Yeah, not great.
Not good.
They still covered.
Did they?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was what,
Minus
11 and a half or 10 and a half. Yeah, they covered. I mean, we'll see. I mean, even from the Heat perspective, would Tyler Hero break his hand or something? Is that what happened the other day? So that's good. Did
you see that play?
Yeah.
It was bad. He was in a lot of pain. But, I mean, Giannis is hurt, too. So, that whole side of the bracket gets a lot softer. Tyler, I wouldn't put Hero in the same class as, a Giannis. But for Giannis to be hurt, even if Milwaukee gets it out and, if he's going to be, banged up. I mean, that's the issue, right? Is, that team can't say help you. I think that's more the issue than, which I guess could be a true at their age, Dan. So that's fair. But, no Giannis, no Giannis. I hate to admit this, too. It's a battle between your boys and a former colleague of ours, favorite team in the state of Pennsylvania, I think, for a trip to the NBA Finals.
Former colleague.
True.
Bear. We hope Bear's watching. We hope he's still with us. God bless him. Best of luck to him. The other thing that stood out to me was Clippers' son, Slim Reaper. Tough first showing, and then also Westbrook getting in a fight with that fan. I go, what are we doing? And also Kawhi Leonard still a problem come playoff time. Still a problem come playoff time. The claw, baby. Watch out for the claw. Even if he only has one ACL.
Boardman gets paid, bro.
That's facts.
That's it.
That was probably the second best game of the weekend. Now was that Suns Clippers game. I found like quite entertaining, and I don't really like either of those teams besides Kevin Durant.
I like Kawhi a lot. I think Kawhi's outstanding.
That'll be a great. Hopefully that series goes 7.
Yeah. He's outstanding when he plays. I mean, yeah, and I agree with that. But the problem is, but he's playing now. I mean, yeah, but like, dude, how many games? Did you see Steve Ballmer yesterday? When I think it was late in the game. I think Westbrook did something, and they showed Steve Ballmer, and he was just like fucking like just like clenching his fists and like not screaming, but like shaking his face in like a really aggressive way. It was pretty fucking funny.
Steve Ballmer,
bad man. Developers. Yes!
Big fan of Steve Ballmer. Developers. Yeah, speaking of not playing, this was last week, but Zion not playing. I mean, I don't understand this culture of sitting out if you don't feel exactly 150,000 like perfect percent. Producer Reese clipping what was it? Gerald Wallace on the Celtics back in the day. He's playing with like a broken jaw. Have you seen that clip from like the early '80s? Just that's what we love to see. And for a guy like Zion not to be playing in a play-in game, I don't know what's up with that. B-Rod, I don't know if you got any thoughts, but sad really. That was you hate to see it.
Sad.
Terrible, man. Like he's never gonna be. I don't think he'll ever be what he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
He still got paid like he is what he was supposed to be.
Yeah, true that. Well, dude, they're a weird team too, right? Because like Brandon Ingram will only play 55 to 60 games a year too. Like, dude, he had like a bad like pinky toe that kept him out for like 2 months.
I mean, but dude, that's twice the production they're getting out of Zion. To be fair,
yeah,
so
no,
60 games of the NBA is like kind of a lot for me with this new era of like dudes.
Yeah, absolutely. But when both of your stars are injury ridden, no good.
Last thing I had in the NBA was LeBron.
Ja?
Impressive. Well, yeah, Ja getting hurt. Yeah, okay. All right, 2 more. Yeah, T.I.'s boy Demetrius gets hurt. A little bit of T.I. can say, I told you so here. T.I., I don't know if you got any thoughts, but it's something you hate to see. Something you hate to see from your favorite hometown Grizzlies. I
hate to see
We just got to be better here. Got to be better here.
I've always been a really big Ja Morant fan. I think at times I'm hard on him. I love him. He's, they said he was the next great point guard. The dynasty of Memphis is a little bit on the ropes right now. Dylan Brooks did say they were a dynasty. That's a tough loss to home. Open up at home, lose to the Lakers.
Dang.
And it wasn't even really LeBron. It was that white guy, Reeves.
Austin Reeves.
Watch the game. He had like 20. He's screaming, "I'm him!" Running down the court, screaming, "I'm him."
Yeah, it's tough to come back from that if you're the Memphis Grizzlies, man. It's tough to come back.
Dude, I'd be embarrassed. But like to finish on Ja Morant, it's just like. It's like, dude, it's like the way he play. I mean, okay, whatever, freak. Well, like he lands on his hand. His hand was already hurt, but like it's not broken. It's the same. I'm gonna say this. You have made an extra point. You don't feel very good. Sometimes you gotta tough it out. Last year, he had a knee contusion. People say it was a bone bruise.
Contusion.
At the end of the day, that's still a bruise. That is the medical term for a bruise, if I understand correctly. This year, his hand is not broken. It's not broken, but his status is now in jeopardy. Dude, I'm telling you this right now. He played at Murray State. He was the best guy in not a good conference. We can just be very frank. Who did they beat that year in the tournament? Belmont? No, they beat
They made it to the Sweet 16, right? Or was it the Elite Eight?
Marquette, right? Was it Marquette they beat? I think they beat Marquette.
Yeah, it sounded a Big East team of some sort.
They got crushed by Florida State. Where I'm going with this, the moment's just too big for him. Because he hides. Because he's not actually hurt. He could play. Tape it up and play. Dude, Kobe Bryant shot free throws on no Achilles. I watched it. It happened against the Warriors.
It's facts.
Broken fingers, all sorts of shit. Like, dude, like at some point, and like what? And they keep saying, well, they're young, but like, dude, that window. You think he's gonna stay in Memphis forever if they don't win anything? I don't know. LeBron though, that guy's leaving it all out there. He's walking on the court in a playing game. I love his effort, constant hustle. I'm excited to watch the rest of this series. I know you are too. You're a big LeBron guy. This is the LeBron company, a LeBron radio show, so it's all good. Maybe
what really stuck out to me was the LeBron presser at the end when he had to get into his space about how he saw like early stages that Austin Reeves like was a guy, and he was like, yeah, not a surprise to me. Like from the start, I knew he was going to be a great player. I knew this, I knew that. So it was like,
I knew from the first practice that we had when we grabbed him that it wasn't going to be long. He wasn't going to be a two-way player for long.
LeBron he just sees things that others clearly don't. So, credit to him, man. He saw Austin Reeves, and the guy has a great game, and LeBron has to take credit for it. So credit for him. That's leadership. That's LeBron 101 right there. I love to see it, and it's something that I really want to emulate here at OneTakeMedia.com. B. Ryder, any thoughts?
Just like he discovered Migos before they even created Migos.
That's facts.
He was listening to Migos on the.
They weren't even around.
They even recorded an album. So. These are facts.
Dates are all semantics, bro. I mean, when you get to that level of superstar that is the LBJ, you can get away with stuff like that.
That's facts, bro. That's facts. I'm still waiting for his go-to line from The Godfather, producer Reese. We were at the Italian festival, and everyone at the Italian festival was trying to figure out what LeBron's favorite line was. But at some point, we will learn it. Maybe come August, start with our boy Tony Gemignani back in North Beach here. All right, we got some rapid fire. Yeah.
Last thing. I would be totally fine with losing to the Kings if it meant that we got a Lakers-Celtics finals, just because you remember when LeBron lost that game to the Celtics, and he said that was the hardest loss of his career. Not like one of his 5 finals losses. It was like the regular season game against the Celtics.
Oh, when he got clearly fouled.
Yeah.
Earlier this season.
Yeah, it was this year. He's like laying on the court. Like I thought that was hilarious.
All right, he's laying on the court. That was classic.
Like, dude, it looked like he was dead. It was like, dude, are you okay? And he was just like, that was the hardest loss of my career. It's like, what, bro? It's like fucking December or something. Like you got a lot of time, dude. But
a little producer Reese in the psychology world, we call that a little bit of recency bias. So, LeBron might need to read a book or two, but he apparently reads like 3 books a day, according to him. All right, rapid fire topics here. Producer Reese, topic for you. You got your boy Nate Diaz going up against Jake Paul 4 months from now. I don't know why they called this fight so early, but the Pride of Stockton putting it all on the line against the YouTuber troll. What are your thoughts?
Dude. People are getting all riled up. They're getting
their
backyards ready. They're getting their projectors ready. Their TV's ready, and there's going to be a lot of kickbacks in people's garages.
Right.
As I said before, Jake Paul said he was the king of Stockton. A lot of Stockton.
Did he say that?
Really,
Whoa.
He said that. He said, I'll clip that in.
Nate, bro, I'm the real king of Stockton. So if you want the crown, you got to beat me, man.
Jake Paul said that.
Jake Paul said that, yeah.
Whoa.
That's electric.
That is crazy, man. That's fight. If he goes to Stockton, he'd get murdered. He'd die.
Could happen. These things happen.
He'd get shot.
So
someone would they'd at least be like a drive-by where they kind of scare him a little bit.
Legit, maybe, yeah, legit.
I think Diaz is going to get his ass. It's a boxing fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to end well for him. Never MMA victim for Paul.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree. B. Ryder is a guy who's studied up on Stockton in the past few weeks. Those are fighting words in Stockton. Producers, I think you also got to be talking about getting B. Ryder when he does his trip out, potentially, if the Red Sox keep losing. Lost today, sad, really. You got to get on the culture, the backyard culture, the kickbacks, the garages, what people
I was about
do
to
in
say,
Stockton.
I don't know what the fuck a kickback is, dude.
Yeah, we call them kickbacks in the Central Valley. It's a kickback. It's not like
a nice little couch here you can sleep on. Remember,
it's a California term.
Yeah,
hold on, I think I lost.
Yeah. All right. Other Bay Area news, we have the A's reverse boycott. No one's shown up to the A's game. There's been some organization from the A's faithful. T.I. is an Oakland guy. A's reverse boycott. What do you think of this move? It's coming up in a few weeks. Producers, we got to be there covering it live.
If you guys gave me a date, I would actually like to attend that. Granted on when it is, and maybe because if people actually show up for a regular season game, I just want to be there as a guy who's lived in Oakland now for 6 years to witness that. So I'm all for it. The Giants fans should just stop going to the game though, because they're 5-10, and they lost again today to the Marlins 4-3. It's sad. We've only won 2 more games in the A's.
They just cost me $100 the other day too. They were up 6-1 on the Tigers and lost 76 in extra innings. Fucking losers, dude.
That was pretty electric.
That's something you hate to see. Don't be losing B. Ryder money. That's the way to go straight to the doghouse.
We should buy the tickets to the A's game now before they go up in prices, because I can see that being a trendy hipster Bay Area shit. Let's go to the A's game. It'll be funny. So we should buy the tickets now. Find out when that game is.
I think it's sometime in June. Yeah, I will. I'll do some due diligence. Talk to my VP of Finance, producer Reese, and see if we can get that budget.
Wait, so what's the whole premise of this boycott? How are they going to stick it to him? Go to the game and boo him or something? Is that what they're planning on doing? No, just
show up. Well, they don't show up. They don't go to any games except the wild card game they lose every year. So. Their plan is maybe if we show up, they'll start winning, I guess, or let's show up in mockery, you guys are 3-13, let's show up. That is kind of funny, to be honest. I still don't think you can pack a lot of people into that stadium, because at the end of the day, it's still the A's.
Yeah, it's fucking electric, dude.
We'll have to see.
They don't
We'll
get
have to see.
Jason Giambi no more.
Or Eric Chavez. I mean, dude, they used to have a team. Yeah, it's sad, really.
Jason
They
Giambi,
had
man.
a sick team. Eric
Yeah,
Chavez, he was awesome.
I think they had Jeremy Giambi too. Jeremy Giambi, former Red Sox great. I believe Jeremy was on the Sox.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget.
Yeah,
All right.
And
I
they
did
had
forget
Miguel
that.
Tejada. Dude, they had a little squad. They had Scott Hatterberg.
They're the farm system of the MLB, bro.
Yeah.
They just traded all their guys. That's what they are.
That's true. Early 2000s. I liked that. What was it? Eric Burns too. He had some games.
Eric Barnes was good.
Eric Burns, yeah. And they had the three big pictures. They had Mark Mulder, Tim Hudson, and what was
Barry
the other guy?
Zito.
Barry Zito. Facts. All right, let's get to what
Don't
the
forget
people
about
really want
Barry
here.
Zito.
Ti, finish off.
Prime curveball is all I'm saying. Is that is one of the better curveballs maybe of our generation.
That was
Might
like
be
a
the best curveball of our
that was
generation.
a B-Rider on Marlboro Street curveball, wiffle ball style back in the day, but playing Major League Baseball.
B-Rider's got no elbow, bro. He ain't putting no curve on the ball. I'll take.
He used to, bro. B-Rider in like 2003 was we had guys in the box like back.
B-Rider had a deuce.
Backing out, bro, because of B-Rider's
B-Rider
curveball
had
on
a
Marlboro
deuce.
Street. It was like all around Dedham. People were talking B-Rider's curveball. All right, it's Marathon Monday, B-Rider. Sox can't get it done. Bruins are kicking off tonight. Looks like they're going to win at the time of this recording. We are up 3-1 here.
3-1.
Big Bruins guy. Pucks and bodies to the net. 2023, taking it home. What's going on with the Sox there and your boy Shohei? Did you get the chance to meet your hometown hero?
Yeah, I watched them steal a base on Friday. Electric. That was
electric.
fun. Anthony Rendon, he's a fucking overpaid bum. He gave us the game. He literally made two throwing errors. Something I never understand is when like third baseman or shortstop.
He's a third baseman, right?
Sidearm the ball. It's like you're throwing a slider. It's weird, but yeah. I mean, he threw it away. Gave us that win. We should have lost that game.
Did you go down to the dugout and try and meet Shohei like a little kid? Like, did you try and go down there with a ball and get it signed? I really hope you did.
No, I should have, dude. I should have.
No. There were talks. Producer Reese and I saw it on Twitter. Actually, there were talks of B-Rider. There was a shot of all the people outside waiting for Shohei.
See that crowd, dude?
And B-Rider slipped in there. So we might have to get that.
Okay.
We might have to get that image here, Producer Reese. Might have to slip that in.
Gotcha.
It was an electric crowd. We saw you there,
bro.
B-Rider.
It was, dude. Like just being there, like, because like you can walk around like up top and around, and so I was like, I want to go to every time Shohei got up to bat, I'm like, I want to like move around and watch like different vantage points. So like at one point we were like on the first base side, like way up, like watching it. Dude, like he's fucking massive. The dude's like 6'6", like 240.
Yeah.
Like he's huge, dude.
Yeah.
And
is he really?
He's big. Maybe not that big. I think he is though. Look it up. But yeah,
that's not unreasonable, dude. He's kind of a mythical character at this point. He's
yeah.
You like Darvish is 6'5". What the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry guys. My bad.
Jesus.
Did you see the clip
really?
Did you see the clip of Always Sunny when Mac writes his love letter to Chase Utley? That was B-Rider. That was B-Rider. With his boy Shohei this weekend.
Shohei, dude.
Really? I would love to meet you someday. It would be great to have a catch. I know I can't throw as fast as you, but I think you would be impressed with my speed. I love your hair. You run fast. Did you have a good relationship with your father? Me neither.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Brett, is he the greatest baseball player of all time or on the trajectory to be?
He's got to be, right?
He's already 20. He's already 28 though. I don't know what his numbers are going into.
Yeah,
I don't know,
but
man.
dude,
To be the greatest is like, I mean, baseball is a numbers game. It's like, will he get up to some of those kind of legendary stats when guys played more?
Have the conversation, dude. You can have the conversation with this Japanese numbers too. You know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like when you're just because like look at Ichiro. Like
I know,
Ichiro
dude.
has like 5,000 professional hits.
Yeah.
You know, he had 3,000 in MLB alone, but he had
I know.
2,000 when he was with the Bay Stars in Japan. Like, that's got to count for something. But yeah, I mean, I would say he's definitely going to be regarded as one of the best. Because it's like, dude, he's like a top 10 pitcher in baseball, and he's like a power hitting DH. Like the dude just hits tanks. Like he hits like 30, 35 home runs a year on his off days from pitching. That's fucking like I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Like Babe Ruth was eating hot dogs and hitting them off fucking part-time plumbers. This dude's hitting up major league pitching, dude. Like that's got to say something, bro.
I love it, Brett. I love your unapologetic love for Shohei Ohtani. I'm actually becoming a Shohei Ohtani fan just from hearing you talk about him.
Yeah. I don't. It started a couple years ago. I think it probably started in 2019 when like he was first. Because I thought it was, I don't know. At first, it seemed like it was like a little bit of a gimmick. Like,
Same,
all right, yeah, whatever.
same.
But dude, like he actually shoves and he actually hits taters. Like he does both of them very well. It's not like he can do both and he does like one of them really well and the other one he's okay at. Like he does both of them. Like if he was just a DH, he'd be an all-star DH. If he was just a pitcher, he'd be an all-star pitcher. You know what I mean? Like, and he's both at the same fucking time, dude. It's crazy.
He survived at Tommy John too. So
yeah. So I mean, I just need him to get the fuck out of LA though. Like that, dude. It's fucking bad, bro. Right? Like
that's my last thing. I put it in the Discord. I don't know how they're so bad each and every year. Like
I
they must be the worst managed team
bro.
around.
They're just, dude. They make like at the game on Friday. Like I told you, Rendon had those 2 terrible errors. Their bullpen was just absolute chips. Like the rest of their lineup sucked so bad, dude. They had to call up a kid who's only played like 7 games in Double-A to the big leagues the other day.
Dang.
Like he's like their top prospect, but he has never played in Triple-A. They just called him up to Double-A and they threw him into the show. They're like, we just need help. I don't understand it. They're so fucking bad, dude. And my man is out there like trying to do everything, and they're just fucking garbage, dude. I mean, it seems like he really likes Boston. There's no way they would ever. I mean, it's fun to like talk about and like theorize that he would come here. There's no fucking way that they would ever sign him, but we can talk about it.
Never know, B-Rider. Never know. All right, good work, boys. Good work.
Dude, if he went to San Francisco, that would be fucking really cool. Because that's a team that actually like can win.
I can totally see that. He'd be a great fit in San Francisco.
He would be, and they would love him, dude. And they would just build around him. He would be phenomenal there.
He would be beloved. The Asian community, producer Reese would be hype. I'd be hype. You know? And he just hit bombs into the bay. That'd be the biggest signing in the history of the fucking
Giants history. They've never really they've never really had a big sign. They traded for Barry Bonds and like.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Yeah.
They've never gone out and like signed a dude. Like so, if they did do that, to me, I can get excited about that. But it's not gonna happen, so it doesn't matter. But it would be cool because they're just gonna fuck it up, dude. Don't worry, they'll fuck it up.
The thing, at least like they after this offseason, which obviously ended up like making them look like assholes, but at least it shows that they're willing to try. Like they got to the 1 yard line with Judge apparently, and they tried to sign Correa. I mean, granted, they look like idiots because they didn't do it, but who knows? Maybe they'll actually be willing to fucking not have what's his name tweet out the wrong fucking name, and then have the Yankees come in and give him a better contract. That's what happened. I still think that's what happened. When John Heyman tweeted out Arson Judge to the Giants, I think the Yankees seen that shit and they probably fucking were like, all right, we'll give you the same money 1 less year. That's what I think happened.
Yeah. Well, Brett, I mean, fucking maybe. Allegedly, but it wasn't even close, right? That's like
really.
I thought that's what Judge said. He was always like, I mean, I listened, but I was like, always wanted to be in New York. Maybe he just said that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
The Correa one pissed me off more. I don't even know if I really want Correa for that much money. It was more of a just like, dude, what a fucking joke, right? Like,
right.
And granted, like, and then also too, like the Mets fumbled the bag there too. So like, I guess I get mad, but is he playing? Is he like he's healthy, right? Is he having a good year? Yeah.
Yeah, he's in.
He's one of the Twins now.
Yeah, he's back in the Twins. Yeah.
That's a recipe for obscurity, man. The Twins. What are we doing?
So yeah,
they're actually not bad.
I know, but it's like it's one of those teams that can always mess around for a little bit at the beginning of the season, and then reality comes in. They might get a wild card spot. They might even. Yeah. They're not going to get to the ALCS though.
Yeah, but and you don't want to be like the hero of fucking Minneapolis. You'd rather be
horrible sports city, dude.
Yeah.
Shots at Minneapolis. I'm a team Minneapolis. I kind of like Minneapolis. It's good. Well,
I just mean like if you look like I said sports city. I mean like the Vikings are fucking cursed. The T-Wolves.
Vikings, T-Wolves, and Twins are pretty mediocre franchises.
The
Wild speaking.
Suck too. The Wild are horrible.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know the Minnesota Wild. All right, producer Reese. This was a little bit of a low energy episode in my opinion. I didn't bring the heat. I got to be better. I was let down a little bit today. I got to be better.
I didn't feel that great about it either, to be honest.
How the points? This is my worst episode. This is my worst episode by far. Producer Reese, what do you think of the points?
Yeah, it was a close game actually, boys. Between T.I. and B. Ryder actually. They both had around. B. Ryder had around 40-ish. I mean, I'm not sure how it turned out. I'm not sure how it turned out in post production, boys, but yeah, T.I. got like 35-ish. So yeah, more or less. But yeah, congrats, B. Ryder. You got
B. Ryder with ananother championship. Oh, another victory for B. Ryder.
Dude, I won. So basically, I just won ish. I might have.
If you picked up, in post production, if all the point sounds came through, then yeah, then you won. If not, Ti won. So I got to be better there. That's on me. That's on me, guys.
This is a professional fucking production we got. We got producer Reese, best in the goddamn business, man. This is what we get for hiring a fucking 20-year-old from Stockton, man. That's electric, man. When we look back and check the tape, the game might be. I might have fucking won according to that producer Reese status.
With respect, if Ti got to publicly share his story, that would have garnered at least like 10 points. So
I think you're right.